Guys, it is Giz Day. And normally, I would listen to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, but today it is Giz Day Presents, and we are paying homage to two fallen fathers of music, Brian Wilson and Sly Stone. Now, we just listened to Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys, excuse me, and that was such a moving album. And to pay homage to Sly Stone, we will be listening to There's a Riot Going On. Now, as I go through this album, I recognize just based on some of the things I've heard about it and read about it, and you know, just doing a quick glance at the world around us, specifically in America, where there are actively riots going on. And the world around, I feel like it's particularly relevant to say that this is an appreciation of music stream, a discovery stream. This is not a political soapbox for any side of anything. We are a lover of people. We are a lover of music, and my position is always going to be one that errs on the side of love. So with that said, as we go through this, I will thank anybody in the chat and the comment section to keep in mind that our focus here is to appreciate a fallen father of music, a person that changed music forever because he existed, not necessarily to comment on what is going on. We can all agree that peace is abundantly greater than discord. So I challenge anybody with knowing absolutely nothing about this album other than Sly and the Family Stone made it, that as we go into this, maybe let's consider the heart that this music comes from and what the messaging might be. Let's not use music to hate anybody, because that's something I just steadfastly won't stand for. I am honestly really excited about this. I've done one other Sly and the Family Stone album, and it was a genius album. It was truly beautiful and so inside of a blind spot of music for me that I just truly have an excitement to dig into, soul, R&B, funk, all of that is just really a big blank for me. So I am definitely excited to hop in. Now, I have a little bit of context before I hop into this album. Okay, so we should make it clear before beginning this album that There's a Riot Going On is not the happy, upbeat Sly and the Family Stone you heard and danced to the music. This album is a lot more experimental, dark, and challenging, but equally important and revolutionary. Funk slathered in overdubs and drum machines, music built off of the growing tensions in the Family Stone after Sly's extreme drug use and erratic behavior. This doesn't mean it's not funky, but a much darker and more avant-garde version of funk than what you had previously. Closer to Maggot Brain, if anything, influential on both that album as well as artists like Prince, Miles Davis, nearly every hip-hop artist to come. It's mean, incredibly honest, uncompromising, and sometimes disturbing, but by far Sly's most important work. And we'll take that as opinion. And let us know if you agree with that in the comments. I'd also like to note that this album is incredibly political, and I know that that's something you try to stay away from. Thank you, mod team. Sly's involvement with the Black Panther movement and assassination of MLK were massive influences on this album's sound. Exploding racial tensions, tearing down the idealism of Sly's previous work. However, you're going to have to talk about some pretty honest political imagery. Just remember, before any arguments pop up in chat, we sure as heck haven't become any less divided since the early 70s. Being against the oppression of people of color isn't political. It's about caring for your fellow human, desiring equal rights and health. Be kind to each other. This is a stream about music and connection no matter what. Absolutely well spoken. And just so you know that my position is always going to, again, err on the side of love. So with that all said, I feel like I've beaten the dead horse well enough. We all love music here. And guys, I am excited. Let me know in the chat, have you heard this album or are you listening to it with me for the first time? Guys, I'm going to hit the play button. Before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Or join us on Twitch. These people over here are actually the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time, and we would love to have you by. Guys, without further ado, there's a riot going on. Sly and the Family Stone. Luv N Haight. Hate spelled like Haight Ashbury. Here we go. 1971. Have the hippies left the hate yet at this point, or are they still there? In 71. This happened in November 71. Listen to that bass. And the wah guitar. And the horns. That build up. This is definitely different from Dance to the Music, but I also really like this kind of this combination of like horn drone with like the wah guitar, like the wah pedal guitar happening right now. It's got this really funky thing happening to it, and the multitude of vocalists here. It's just always exciting when I listen to their music. This whole jam, though, is just super nice. vocalist. Is he the one singing there? There's definitely more of a grit to his voice here. Like, it almost feels like it's intentionally edited to have a little bit, like, it almost sounds like he's kind of peeking the mic, but singing really quiet. Like, he really compressed the microphone and turned up a lot of gain on it. Because it's got this, like old radio announcer kind of quality to his voice. Yeah, I was gonna say it seems like very intentional because I've heard him sing like clean vocals. All of this, I mean, again, the layering, the way they incorporate all of the different instrumentalists and all of the different vocalists, and that you can make, again, in this context, an argument for what the actual lead instrument is. Is it the bass? Is it the vocalists and them carrying the harmonies? Is it the keys? Is it the guitar? Like, there's an actual fair argument for any of it. I meant to hit the like button. Oh my gosh. Is this a Wurlitzer? Whoa. Just like a baby. What is this sound? Is that a clav? And this bass line is so clean. I hear the maggot brain comparison here. Just like a baby. Buddy. That's all right here. This is my right hand. The depth of how well they captured the microphone, you can hear their lips smacking this noise. Hang on. You can hear that noise, like, through the instrumentation. Let me ask you this. When you're, for the musicians in the chat, are those the noises that stand out to you too? Are those the sounds that you like hear and you're like, okay. I see what you did there. Because say what you will. It's cool. When I hear that stuff, I'm like, nice intention. I like the way you hear it's just something cool to me about what mics can do. I don't get weird about the mouth sound, like, or breaths. Sometimes I feel like it adds a level of integrity to the recording. Like a dynamic. Like when you hear in a song, there's something that really stands out to me about that, and I like that they didn't either cut that sound out or sing it until they didn't have to do that. I like feeling like it's people. So yeah, I'm definitely like, it's the closest thing to ASMR I'm ever gonna get, because I don't like ASMR, right? But like that kind of stuff within the concept of a sound, I'm there. I like that just crunchy tone. Or is that a horn with a guitar? I'm so obsessed with this bass sound, this bop, bing, 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 that bass, boom, 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 boom. It's like walking thirds, minor thirds. 4, the acoustic guitar string noise. I tuning fork in my loins, dude. Oh, wow. His two. He, like, that low noise, that two. Is that the same voice that did that? Just like a the low vibe, like the lo-fi vibe of this has just got me so happy. The drums and these vocal ad-libs. I could live in this sound. Little guitar lead happening in the back there. What do you think the numbers on Babies Being Made to this song is? Like, you think it's a pretty impressive amount? My mom was born in 73. You know, though, this feels like a little Princey. This does feel a little Princey and like the kind of sexy vibe it has, right? Like, it feels like Prince took that and just ran away with it and made it his own thing. But I recall when I heard Prince feeling like he sounded or kind of was similar to what Sly was in what I had heard at that point. And when I hear this song in particular, it feels like this absolutely was a song that sang to Prince's friggin' soul. You know? There's like, this is just one of, it's like, it's the seed of the sexy got planted in Prince from this song is how I feel. This bass line, man. I'm hearing the drum machine you were talking about. Unless that's just the most compressed hi-hat sound I've ever heard. Poet. Oh, is that a clav? With a wah pedal?
My only weapon is my pen.
Oh, I want to hear him sing that again.
My only weapon is my pen.
to say.
Certain things I flash on every day. They all reflect in what I say. I'm my songwriter. I'm poet.
You know, when he has a lyrics, I sing my beliefs in my song, you know what I mean? Or something to that effect. I'm struggling to find the lyric right now in my head. But I feel like that's kind of what he was getting at with I'm a songwriter, a poet. Said the things I flash on every day. My own beliefs are in my song. Everyday people. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. And I feel like, again, this is almost a self-referential comment to that same kind of idea.
Certain things I flash on every day. They all reflect in what I say. I'm my songwriter.
This is super funky, dude.
I'm a songwriter.
I kind of feel like he's saying, like, look, I'm a songwriter, a poet. I sing what's on my mind. I speak my beliefs. This is who I am. This is what I do. It almost sounds like there's like a distorted acoustic guitar sound in this. Some really interesting, like, watery, wet bass sounds. And they just funk jam it out right here. The dancey bass lines and how modulated they sound for the time period really, really stands out to me. Fish would have killed this in 97. I was actually just trying to find the key. I don't know that I would have been able to approach being able to play that on the harp at the moment, actually. I would, that's a style I wouldn't even know how to hop in. But I was actually just trying to find the key, and admittedly, I kind of whiffed.
It's a family affair.
Ooh.
It's a family affair.
You hear this really wet wah guitar?
It's a family affair.
And this bass in the back?
Family affair.
Yo, Larry Graham, that dude's bass tones are ever changing throughout this album. Unreal. First song that ever hit with a drum machine.
Grows up to be somebody that just loves to learn, and another child grows up to be somebody you just love to burn.
You know, Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords sounds to me now like he's a Sly and the Family Stone ripoff from this song specifically, though I think he's a fantastic artist. Listen to his song that he did for Rick and Morty. It's really good, and honestly, Flight of the Conchords is was a really funny vibe. But I feel like Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords heard this song, Family Affair, and made a career out of making that his voice. but with the New Zealand accent. The way he's so into the mic, and he's really kind of allowing his voice to have some broken up thing. You know, he's almost kind of singing from the very bottom of his throat here, in more of a sing talk, and it's very intimate radio announcery, but over the top of really funky music, dude.
Somebody that just loves to learn, and another child grows up to be somebody you just love to burn. Mom loves the both of them. You see, it's in the blood. Both kids are good to mom. Blood's thicker than the mud. It's a family affair.
Blood's thicker than the mud.
It's a family affair.
And I've heard them hit so many non-dissonant harmonies for me to think that that was also a very intentional by design moment for him to kind of do the like the minor harmony instead of the major harmony there.
Family affair. It's a family affair. It's a family affair.
The keys in the back. I actually want to hear that transition again because I really loved that solo. It was so delicate, really clean tone wah pedal driven there. And the keys that what is it, Rhodes behind him?
Still checking each other out.
Dude, the piano behind it.
Nobody wants to blow. Nobody wants to be left out. You can't leave cause your heart is there. But you can't stay cause you've been somewhere else. You can't cry cause you look broke down. But you're crying anyway cause you're all broke down. It's a family affair.
You can't cry because you'll look broke down, but you're crying anyway because you're all broke down. Man. You can't leave because your heart is there, but you sure can't stay because you've been somewhere else. It's such a happy face.
Family affair.
It's a family affair. Oh, yeah, family affair. Yeah, family affair.
The bass line and the guitar in tandem are so nice.
It's a family affair. Well,
This is certainly a more somber sound than what we heard in Dance to the Music, without question. But his control over his voice to make that breakup, the keys that happen, and like honestly, they were so fun. They had these like really fun transitionary pieces of him just kind of like doing jazz runs, and then you're back into it. that song was really, really good. The the drum track, it really had this kind of train beat going for it, and then there towards the end, it kind of broke apart and went and did its own thing. And his "ow" moment, right here, of all of them, like goosebumps moment, dude, like such an incorporation. Like you have just this. It blindsides you, you know. It just comes out of nowhere and fills the space that you didn't know needed to be filled. Amazing. I really liked this so much. Africa Talks to You, the Asphalt Jungle. Oh man, kind of a reggae sort of influence. I'm liking this guitar sound. Very bridge pickup, kind of earnest sound. Not virtuosic, but fun. The bass. Is he playing two strings at one time? Is he like, or are these like bass guitar minis that I'm hearing? What's happening there? Ba-dow-bow. When they come in with that timber all fall down part, this run of pros here, just unbelievably exciting. The harmonies and the vocalists and the way they run. Ah, yes. And the bass in this. Kind of sounds like it's got like a modulus or like a Mobius kind of sound, like a chorus kind of sound. How is Larry getting the bass tones in this time period? And are there multiple? Is that a clav or is that a bass? Or is this a double bass song? Or just really the low strings on a bridge pickup Stratocaster? Bass sound. And now we just have a big old jam, huh? These vocals, really. Timber. That he really hits it. I wanted to really go for it, but it occurs to me that my wife is sleeping now. What's up, Buy Me Frogs? Welcome to the Rooskies, homie. The guitar happening in the right ear and the clav happening in the left is a really nice back and forth. Or is it a harpsichord? What is it? What are these keys that I'm hearing? I think it's a clav. Wow. I like how we have vocal wahs. Wow, 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 wow. The descent of the bass line there, and then the ascent right after that. Listen to this. It's still happening. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Right there. And then ascent. It's so dancey and nice. It's got that chunk of psychedelic vibe to it. It's got this amazing bass line. Down. What was that? can pick between what I think is better out of the guitar, the bass, or this clav I'm hearing. Ooh. And this is like the guy who invented the slap bass, right? Or the dawn of the slap. Da-da-da. Bam, bam. The mega jam there at the end was amazing. Just hearing these, the funk jam is super nice. And the next one is, I guess it's just a 4-second moment. 4 seconds of silence. What a banger. I hope Spotify doesn't get me for that one. The reason why this album's title track doesn't exist is because Sly said, I felt there should be no riots. Frig, man. Let's put W's in the chat if you think that there should be no riots. I think that's such a W take. And I really respect the frig out of that move. That is so cool. We here on my stream and in my corner of the internet don't think there should be riots. And his afro is amazing. I mean, honestly, this just looks like a nice person. You know what I mean? This looks like an awesome person. That whole concept, though, of I felt there should be no riots. What a beautiful sentiment, dude. Mega based take. It's supposed to be 0, but the CD tracks have a minimum of 4 seconds. Got it. Huh. Because there should be no riots. That's awesome, dude. Brave and strong.
Well, hey, hey. Baby, just a while. Can you hear your mama talk?
And the bass line again being such a strong lead. These horns.
Oh, yeah.
And he's doing this thing again where he's kind of doing that like overdriven, compressed, reverby audio, like vocal take, like knowing he can do clean vocal takes. It's such an intentional decision.
Oh, when you're walking, when you talk.
Whoa! Larry has this really interesting use of the open strings followed up by these like pick moments, or like, I don't know if he's all pluck. I don't know if he uses a pick a lot or if he's like a hybrid player. I actually couldn't tell you much about the way Larry plays, but his use of open strings here. Right there. The way he just walks this thing.
Don't know who turned you in.
the triple thumb, dude. That listen to that, dude. I dude. Yeah, but I don't think Sly was slapping the bass. I feel like you don't just play Larry Graham's part and then teach Larry how to play it. I don't think that's how it went down. I would be very impressed if Sly played the slap style this well, you know? At a time when Larry was the guy slapping. That song was also just really, really good. And I really do believe when Sly sings that he believes in his songs. Like, he believes the words that he sings. And I really, again, like that he's kind of commenting on to, like, stick it out because the brave and strong survive. Like, it's an encouraging message with a real funky thing and saying, like, survive because the brave and strong survive. An encouragement to be brave and strong in a time that, yeah, you know? You caught me smiling. Oh. Whoa, the bass here. And then the keys.
You caught me smiling again. You caught me smiling again.
Hanging.
Ah!
You caught me smiling again.
Hanging loose. Cause you ain't used to see me. Oh,
Dude.
You caught me smiling again. You caught me smiling again.
I'll be gone. I won't take you long to climb a tree like me.
What does that inference mean? Because I'm not sure I understand it. What does climb a tree about me mean? I feel like that's perhaps one of those colloquialisms that has been lost in time, at least in my, as far as my personal lexicon is concerned. The bass and these horns.
You caught me smiling again. You caught me smiling Smile again in my pain. I'll be sane to take your hand.
The beauty behind the idea of you caught me smiling again, hanging loose, because you ain't used to seeing me turning on, is in this era, was turning on, wasn't that a way to say getting high back then? Or is this not a context of saying getting high? Is this just actually really just you caught me being happy? And now that I've gotten the obvious question out of the way, and maybe it can have a multiple and intention behind it, I am just actually interested in yours. This vocal ending here has just been so good. But it does kind of strike me as like a potentially an homage to the feelings one gets from getting high. But I don't know, because I could be wrong. I love this jazzy vibe, the descent, the bass line mixed with these keys in the back end is...
I ain't down. I'll be around to carry it on. You caught me smiling, smiling again in my pain. I'll be sane to take your hand.
Yo, Dr. Dracula, thank you for them tickle bitties. Thank you again. Thank you again. Dude, I gotta say, I feel like that album, or not that album, I feel like that song could have been double entendre intentionally. And I appreciate the heck out of that. 4 songs left. It's kind of sad. It seems like the last one is, thank you for talking to me. Africa. So it seems like we're revisiting, which is kind of cool. But right now is Time, not the Pink Floyd song. Very psychedelic here. Dr. Dracula, thank you so much for them tickle bitties, you actual bamf. Was Sly doing psychedelics? Or just like uppers?
Needs another minute. at
Ooh.
least. Take your time.
Oh man, I really like this.
But you gotta let me yeah. That girl looks forward to another beating.
My voice is actually matched. My voice volume is matched better to the beat. Hey, good. I'm happy to hear that.
Just like everyday people I know looks forward to another simple greeting.
Simple greeting.
Looks forward to another
Simple greeting.
There, a band of woods looks forward to have a meeting. Just any old player you know, all he needs is rating.
Okay, so per the CD booklet, Larry was no longer living with the rest of the band and had to travel to record overdubs. Some of his bass tracks were replaced in the final mix by one Sly recorded himself. That was Sly.
Time is education. Even when they tell you it's a investigation.
You know, this is an interesting thing. We've talked quite a bit on this stream about the idea that some bands end up being one person's vehicle of creativity, and they are really the primary composer and artist behind it, but they're backed with a band that believes in that dude's vision, and that band, you know, that band is really the, like, everybody contributes, but that band is more or less the culmination of one person's creativity and other people kind of tagging along. Whereas other bands, it's like Led Zeppelin, for example, you needed all of them to be Led Zeppelin. And then you had, you know, I'm wondering if Sly was like that in the grand scheme and how much context there was. But I'm also wondering the same thing about like Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys. Like, were these guys that collaborated, or was the music their, you know, were their bands the creative individual? And I guess with a band like Sly and the Family Stone, like, that's clearly that guy's creative vehicle. So maybe for Sly, it's an easier answer. Maybe I'm sitting here kind of more chewing on it about Brian Wilson at the moment. You think this is Sly on bass? This could be. Very, very, very psychedelic.
Need to be a little longer. Time. The universe needs to be a little stronger. Time, they say it ends. But I don't believe it.
Oh man, very maggot brain here. You know, and again, his comments here, especially at the end, time needs to be a little bit longer. The universe needs to be a little bit stronger. They say time is the answer, but I don't believe it. I kind of like that he's saying, I feel like the reason he mentions the universe needs to be a little bit stronger is because he's saying that is what will fix it, not time. The universe being a little bit stronger is actually what's going to fix it. Like, people choosing to be a little bit stronger is what's going to fix this thing. And that is a really cool way to close that one out. I mean, this really is just a comment on the way of the world and like even down to nature. But I feel like it really kind of points the finger at us needing to do our part. Okay. I need to run an ad, and then we are going to come back and finish the final 3 songs. Kind of crazy to think that it's gone that far, but give me a few seconds, and I guess give me 3 minutes, and then I will be right back. Okay, guys, time to finish the last 3 songs, and this one is Spaced Cowboy. drum machine immediately. Bass guitar and wah pedal on the guitar. Or is that cloud? It really feels like he's got two bass lines happening at the same time. The way he plays. I don't know if that was coming through or not.
Eddie looks for it
I tuned my microphone. Just so you can tell.
I couldn't borrow
I loved the way a heart stopped there at the end. Also, I have said many, many, many times that if an album can get me to rip my harmonica or an instrument out, if a song can do that, it's the makings of a real good song to me. Because it's not like I want to just play along with every song I hear. So do forgive me if you felt like my playing the harmonica along with the music was disrespectful, but understand, to me, it's an incredible, incredible thing. It says really wonderful things to me about the music when that is the case. So this one is called Runnin' Away. I had a fly just hit my forehead.
To get away, running away, to get away, ha 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 ha, you're wearing out your shoes.
This is different and interesting. The guitar strikes.
Look at you fooling you, making blues of night and day. He, you're stretching out your dues. Look at you fooling you.
Look at you fooling you. I couldn't tell you.
Is here to stay. Look at you fooling you.
I really love this just bridge pickup electric guitar striking that you're hearing in the back. This ding, din, din kind of sound.
Look at you fooling you. The deeper in debt, the harder you bet. He. You need more room to play. Look at you fooling you. Your father away.
No, it's not a sax. Why did I say that? Maybe it is a trumpet with the thing up front. I don't know. The I don't know.
Your father away. Ha 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 ha. A long that trip back home.
I think just the instrumentation in this is really nice. I like the horns. I keep picking out something I would listen to. I think that this is an album where I would probably revisit all of these songs on their own or just let it play all the way through. Oh my God, I'm going back. The bass in the back. This is so good. This album is, again, it's about, this is super strong. Thank you for talking to me, Africa. So I'm guessing, again, he's being self-referential to the earlier part of side A. And I'm guessing that's what happened, huh? Like we had, so I'm guessing side A ended at there's a riot going on, or Africa talks to you, or somewhere it was supposed to be in the middle, I guess. I don't know. And then on the side B, we started off with Brave and Strong, and I guess now we're kind of revisiting the concept of the end of side A. Is that kind of the theme here? love that guitar sound. Bam, bam, bam. This has been S Tier cleaning my house music. I love it. Aaron, had you heard it before? This chonky, expanded bass sound. It sounds like you're getting reverb on the bass. That noise. I like that it's building up and kind of led by the bass here as just the backbone, but also the transitionary vehicle. It is hard for me to think that none of them did psychedelics with the sounds I've heard. This song is your coolest walk with attitude after getting good news. Ooh. Or maybe it's bad news. Oh man.
We begin to thank you for letting me be myself again.
So they're being self-referential again here, but they're talking about it in almost an ironic context, right? Like, the devil in this case and I feel like after that, this is an ironic thank you for letting me be myself. Like, just being is what put this person into this context. Is kind of how it feels. Like, it feels like he's being intentionally self-referential because of what that song meant and what it kind of means in the wake of the world he sees. But an old full band outtake recorded 2 years before the rest of the album. Okay.
Thank you for letting me be myself again.
I feel like it's got to be an intentional placement, especially with the way that song opened up. This whole jam, the bass, the guitar runs in the back, the volume swells, that kind of happened with them. approaching the lyric for this with less boisterousness, we'll say, and they're not. I feel like it's almost they're approaching it from a minor and not a major. Like they're not. Thank you for letting me. You know, listen to it.
Thank you for letting me be myself again.
Not again. This is again. Like they're hitting different notes here, and it's changing the vibe of this. Thank you. Maybe I am projecting my opinions on it because of how the song opened up. Just because I didn't sing it right doesn't mean just because I didn't sing it right. It just means I'm a bad musician that can't articulate what it is I'm trying to explain in my brain using my vocal instrument. No, I've absolutely heard the original version of this song.
Papa still singing, you can make it, you can make it.
And now it kind of feels like it's a message of encouragement as well. Hey, don't sweat it, Garrett. Down. Dying young is hard to take. Selling out is harder. That's an interesting, very. I want to chew on that one. I like that there's a jam element to this. There's this almost hypnotic nature that comes with the slow jam behind this, and the instruments just kind of jamming with each other and feeling each other's groove, you know? You've got this all being carried by the wonderful pocket of the drum beat that has a fat pocket, by the way. To beat the combination of this drum beat with this bass. I like this. Larry really killed it. And all of the vocal experimentation they did, like playing around with all of their ad-libs, and like it was really just a great album. I think it really just articulates how much you can do when you have creativity and you're willing to sit and live with it, right? And share that creativity with other people. Like, I don't know too much of the context of this outside of what's been shared here. So if you have it in the YouTube section, please share it with me. Let me know why it's impactful to you. Let me know what was going on at the time if you were there. I really liked what it had to say. And again, I think I may have been just projecting my thoughts onto that very last song. And if that is the case, please do tell me, because I am interested to know. It seemed like it was a more almost sad, slow, subdued version of the song I had heard with those lyrics before. And after the opening introduction to the lyrics and the titling, "Thank You for Talking to Me, Africa," I don't know, it almost felt kind of targeted or written specific to it felt like there was purpose behind the way it had slowed down. And also, if that was a big song and Sly was on a different vibe, it could have been a referential way for him to kind of slow down that moment while also acknowledging a song that really did something for him. I don't know. I would love any bit of context you guys could offer me for this. This has been a beautiful, absolutely wonderful album. And again, it's in a genre and a realm that I'm so unfamiliar with, that it sounds so fresh and new to me. Like, I've heard plenty of rock and roll, right? So when I listened to the Beach Boys a little bit ago, I had a massive framework of things with which to kind of place it in my lexicon of music. When it comes to music like Sly, I don't have that, right? Like, because I haven't listened to things of or relating to this. I haven't listened to things even adjacent to this, really, not intentionally, certainly, until this phase of my life. And as I sit down and I hear it and, kind of listen to a song and recognize it for more than its commercial context and dig into the lyrics and hear the sounds and what's happening and hear the genius and the instrumentation and the mixing and the mastering, all of those things really add up. And when you have such a strong conviction in lyricism by a guy like Sly, who, again, a fallen father of music now, I can absolutely see how this would be so influential, especially recognizing the influence that this album clearly had on somebody like Prince. For just one example, right? This was tremendous. This was truly tremendous. Guys, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. I love yous. Goodbye.